Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. All right, so this lesson is going to be about basically how, even though the Lord made this world for our sakes, you have the heathen that are ruling over us. But you always got to remember, these heathens, they only going to be ruling for a period of time. It won't be for forever and ever and ever. Eventually, the Lord is going to put the heathen in subjection to His people who are Israelites. All right, because right now Israel is still in captivity, still under the rulership of their enemies. But eventually, the Lord is going to raise up His people, and they're going to be in rulership forever. And the world is going to rejoice. The animals and the people are also going to rejoice too, because they're going to see what a world is like that is ran in pureness, in righteousness. All right, there's not going to be a million philosophies and doctrines all over the world anymore. You're going to know 100% who is God, what is God's name, what is God's Son's name, and who are His people. And you're going to know what order to be in. And you're going to know how to serve the Lord. All right, and you're going to serve His people. All right, by building up the kingdom. All right, but the Lord put the basis of men in rulership, and base meaning low, the lowest of the low. So the lowest of the men, which is Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man, the Caucasian race, He put them in power, gave them land, gave them all our resources, put us in slavery, and now the curses are going to be turned on Him. All right, but it was all for Israel. This world was made for us, and the world to come is going to be made for us. All right. This is Second Esdras 6 and 56. As for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So the Lord has likened these other nations unto spittle, spit. When you hawk up fluid out of your mouth and you just spit it out, that's what these people are to the Lord. They're spittle, all right? And like abundance that falleth from a vessel, a drop, just one drop. If you have a full bucket of water and one drop falls from it, you're not really going to care about that. Why? Because you have the abundance of water that you wanted anyway. But one drop doesn't matter. So these other nations don't matter. They don't count. They're nothing. They're only here to be a whooping stick for the Lord, to punish us, basically. All right. It says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. Why? Because the Lord put us into their hands. Why? Because we were being disobedient to the Lord. All right, let's get that real quick. Salakia. Let's get Isaiah 42. Thought I had that ready. And 22. Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth for a spoil, and none saith restoreth. All right. So these people are Israelites. These are the Israelites who are put in prison houses. They are made a spoil. They are in snares and holes, meaning they're in dire straits. They have lamentations, and they're suffering. But there's a reason why that's happening. All right. It says, I'm gonna jump down to 24. I'll read 23. It says, he said, who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? All right. Any man have an ear, let him hear. It says, who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to robbers? Did not the Lord, Yahweh? Yahweh did that, man. The Lord gave us up to robbers to be a spoil unto them. Why? It says, he against whom we have sinned, for they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient to his law. This is why our people got put the curses put on us, man. For this whole reason, man. Because we were being disobedient. Check this out. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. This is why the Lord put these heathen above us. All right? To punish us. It was strictly to punish our people. All right? That's all that is. All right? It was to punish us. All right? Strictly for punishment. Not because the Lord loved them. No, because the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. He put them in power over us to test us and to basically punish us. All right? Because we were being disobedient. Now, back at 2nd Esdras 6:57, it says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called, thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So how long? All right, it won't be long. Why? Because the inheritance belongs to Israel, and these heathen belong to us. Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast off their cords from us. All right? And he that sitteth in heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. All right? Because why? This is why. I'm going to go ahead and jump down to 8. Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for an inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's clay. Come on, man. The Lord has given the heathen for an inheritance to us. All right, so we're going to partake in that inheritance. All right, and they're no longer going to be kings and princes and rulers. They're going to be subjects. All right. So in the book of Esdras, what we just read, they said how long? It won't be long. All right. The Lord is going to put these heathen beneath us, and we're going to be above them. All right. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.